So it's been now about 5 months since we owned our Palisade. We've got 8,300 miles on it. Just got our first oil change recently. So many more things to show you on this vehicle. I'm giving you this night view. As I'm making a left-hand turn, you can see the turn signal will fill with the actual side view blind side. This layout on my dashboard is unique. You can actually customize that. The GPS will give you what lane you're in and then some. So I'm gonna move here and show you a little bit more. There's also heads-up display, as you can see there in the distance, and so much more to show. One thing really nice, this car does give you the speed limit where you are. Also will let you know if you're in a school zone. It shows up there on the dashboard. Also shows up on the 12-inch infotainment center, and then also shows up in your heads-up display that you can see here. Again, when you make turns, you will get a blind spot view along with how many lanes of traffic are available. One thing also really nice, when you are in navigation, you've actually navigated to a location, you'll get those directions in the dash and in heads-up display and on the screen. The screen can also be customized, and you can flip through different views. You can get a full weather forecast. There's so much more you can do with this. You can decide to take this and make it full screen. You have touch screen controls for the front and the rear, which is very convenient, along with so much more. I want to park and pause and get to it. All right, so I'm now parked. I'm going to go ahead and quickly show you how you can adjust the cluster. That's going to be your dashboard. You just go into your navigation, into your infotainment, go to vehicle settings, and then here you can actually select what will be your cluster, and it will be permanently set to that. But also changing drive modes will change this view. But if you just want to keep the look and have it not dependent on drive modes, you can. I have kind of grown, this is my favorite view. I've grown fond of this cube view. I think it's kind of unique because these cubes will pulse and they'll spin. It also gives you an actual gas gauge here. You do get real-time gas mileage as you drive. As you can see, I'm in sport mode, but with each change, you do get the adjustments. One thing nice with sport mode too, the seat will automatically hug you, and of course the suspension tightens and you get higher RPMs for more speed. One thing also really nice that I truly love is that you can change this ambient lighting to any color that you want. I mean, quite literally any colors is an option. Another really cool thing, the frameless mirror here. Now I've got 20% tint that goes around the entire vehicle, so it gets pretty dark at night, hard to see at the back mirror. So what I can do in this vehicle is I can just flip this, and it's an actual camera of the rear of the vehicle that obviously looks a lot easier to view than just looking at the mirror alone. So you're kind of looking for shapes and lights there, but if you just flip this, clear. All right, so another feature that I love, that this is just cool. There is a small hole right here. Now this car does have the wireless charging. It's 15 watt, so it's pretty quick by comparison to other wireless chargers, but I don't like having to take my phone case off to use it, which you do have to do. So you can use this USB outlet for power, but what we have here is just a little simple double dual plug-in. Of course there's another plug on the other side there, but that can be fed through the hole that's here so your wires don't take up a lot of space, and you can just, by a mount like we have here, plug in your cord. Now you've got yourself an easy charger with wires tucked and stowed out the way. The auto off feature can be turned on and off. A lot of people hate that. It's a gas saving feature, but it makes the car kind of jump as you go into gear. One thing also really great, check this out. If you use the voice command, heat all seats. There it is. So it turns on the heat. Let's say, and I actually did it wrong. I need to give this specific command. Turn on heated seats. Oh, it hurt steering wheel, but the steering wheel did turn on. It's not perfect. You can play with it, you know, do what you want with it, but it's kind of cool to use. I'll show you something else. So one thing that I think is a very smart investment, if you have a brand new vehicle, go ahead and spring for the Rhino lining for the floors. Now, this isn't the Rhino brand. It's an off brand that I found to be very good. It's a perfect fit, protects your floors. They're easy to pull out and clean. You don't ever have to really worry about messing up your carpet by buying these. And again, in my opinion, very much worth it. We talked about the massaging seat. Here's the control for that, and when you press it once, you get the option for pelvic massage. Press it again, lumbar massage, or press it again for the entire body. And yes, it works. It feels wonderful. It will automatically kick in either at 30 or 60-minute intervals. So if you're on a long road trip and you're have forgotten to turn on your massaging seat, the car just kicks it on for you because it realizes that driver fatigue is real and will take care of you. There's also a bus mirror here to see the kiddos in the back. Just so many more features on this car. The customization of the steering, on the wheel itself, the buttons that you can use, the customization of the infotainment center. There's this other feature here called passenger talk. That's really great. When you turn it on, the rear speakers now become a mic to your voice, and you might be able to hear it, but people in the back, if you're driving and you're facing forward and you got people in the second and third row that can't hear you, you can turn that on, have a conversation. They hear you clearly, but you never have to take your eyes off the road. That's something that I just really love. Don't use it all the time, but when I need to, it's kind of fun. All right, I'm probably going to just show one more feature. Many of the other things you can discover on your own or pick yourself up a Palisade, but of course this car does have remote start. No big deal, no new technology there. But if you find yourself in tight parking spaces and you don't want to risk hitting your door, or let's say you're parked into a small garage and you need to just pull the car in and out, but you really don't have room for your doors, you can actually use the controller to move the car forward and back remotely from outside the car. No one's in it. And there it goes. One thing it also does is if there's an obstacle, it will straighten out and actually turn the wheel. So let's say you have the car parked, but the wheel is slightly turned. It will automatically straighten the wheels out, use the cameras to guide itself forward into the parking space or out of a space as needed. Just a really cool feature for this car. Not something that I have used, but maybe once. But hey, when you're buying a car and you're hoping for luxury, that's something that you'll get with the Palisade. Oh yeah, 360-degree cameras that can be operated with a push of a button. I can also use this to spin the camera around. Oops, I hit the wrong button. Spin the camera around, see the car from the outside, change camera angles and views. If I want to see the back, if I want to see directly behind me, if I want to check my blind spots. So many other safety features as well. The car will automatically brake if there's an obstacle in front of you and you don't notice it, or if you're backing up, there's an obstacle, the car will brake. It is a bit jarring when it does it, but it works. So yeah, if you're looking for a car with features, safety, just great looking, good on gas mileage. We get about 22 miles to the gallon using the normal comfort mode. And it's driven about 40 miles a day to and from work, family trips and whatnot. We don't abuse it or anything. We keep it really clean and have just loved the car. Loved everything about it. And sorry for the quality of the video, but thought I'd do an update and do it at night because that's when the car kind of shows off some of these other features, like the rear camera, ambient lighting, the dash, and just all the other fun stuff that you can do. So hope you enjoyed the video. Feel free to leave comments. Tell me what you like, don't like, surprises you may have found, and hope you guys have a great day.